Please be seated. Provost, graduands and honoured guests, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to this graduation day, and a warm welcome also to those family and friends who are joining us remotely. We meet today to recognise the outstanding achievements of students at Imperial College. Ultimately, our time at Imperial is measured and recognised through our academic accomplishments. But today is about so much more than that. Today we recognise also sporting triumphs, artistic and musical excellence, diversity of culture, diversity of ideas, the willingness to volunteer our time for the benefit of others, and most of all, the continued commitment to excellence and to the betterment of the world around us. For more than 60 years, Imperial College students have graduated in this hall. Moving forwards, remember that while we now stand on the shoulders of giants, in future years, yours will be the shoulders upon which others stand. As you proceed to the next stage, whatever that might be, remember those shoulders on which you stand and be clear-eyed about how your choices shape our shared future. Be kind, treat others with empathy and respect. Be innovative, make change, start something new, seek knowledge, but always for the betterment of humanity. Congratulations on all that you have achieved, and best of luck with all that is to come.
Members of Court and Council, colleagues, distinguished honorees, graduates, family and friends. It is my honour as Provost of Imperial College London, on behalf of the President and members of Council, to welcome you to Graduation Day 2022. Many congratulations. You've worked hard for this momentous occasion, and you have earned these celebrations today. Now, any graduation is a big achievement, but you have arrived at this one after navigating some extraordinary circumstances. Through them, you have adapted, improvised, and innovated throughout this especially difficult times we faced, and through it, you have excelled. The pandemic has created new challenges to the ways in which you completed your studies, and you rose to those challenges with determination and creativity. The long hours of work spent in lectures, laboratories, libraries, and online have expanded your horizons, both intellectually and socially. You kept focused and kept moving forward, even when it felt like the world had come to a standstill. Many of you went further and volunteered to support your local communities. You can be very proud of yourselves for persevering and showing such resilience in the face of adversity. This graduation is a bit different, and perhaps not the one you were expecting or indeed hoping for. While we have all of you here in this wonderful building, we are missing your crowd of supporters and cheerleaders. And even though they're not here in person because of the constraints imposed by the pandemic, our enjoyment of this day is still very much enriched by those who supported you during your studies at Imperial and who are watching this ceremony online around the world. Your parents, grandparents, mentors, extended family and friends have all been key parts of your networks that got you here and were there when you needed them. They too share in your triumphs and take pride in your accomplishments. So let's show our appreciation to them now. And also your professors, teachers and staff who have shared their knowledge sparked your curiosity and imagination, and broadened your horizons are crucial to your being here today. They're dedicated researchers and educators, acknowledged leaders in their fields. They went to great lengths to ensure that your education was of the highest caliber, and they have shown you the importance of having high standards and dedication. So let's thank them too. As you walk across the stage of this inspiring and historic hall, we're all very proud of what you have achieved, and we applaud your many talents. In completing your degrees, you've faced many challenges, both usual and unusual, but you've learned both about your subject and about yourself, and you have succeeded. I know that your experiences during your time at Imperial will serve as a guide to you as you navigate what lies ahead. You leave Imperial with the confidence to take risks and to be creative. I've no doubt that you will continue to grow as experts in your chosen fields and develop new approaches, clever solutions, and compelling ideas that will guide us all into the future. Your journeys are only just beginning, and I hope you remain curious and retain a sense of wonder about the world throughout your careers as you continue to learn. And as you go out in the world, here's a couple of things you might consider. First, to do what is right and not just what is easy or enjoyable. Accomplishment takes hard work and graft and some difficult choices. The status quo always requires some modification, and new ways of working are always needed to make a difference. And second, approach your life with an awareness of and empathy for others. Know what you value and stick to it. And society works best when we think about and look out for each other. And you have many wonderful role models in the Imperial graduates who've gone before you. And now you join their esteemed ranks as alumni of this great institution. You are the inspiration for and embodiment of excellence at the college. You join over 200,000 previous graduates and have the opportunity to encourage others to follow in your footsteps. I hope you will stay connected to the Imperial community. You've created lasting memories together with colleagues and with friends. They will help you adapt and cope with whatever the future brings. We look forward to hearing your stories and celebrating your successes in the future. Imperial will continue to be important to society by bringing benefit through our ideas and our people. From excellence in research and education in science, engineering, medicine, and business, to ensuring that these have some real impact in the world. So strive to do your best, never stop learning, extend your reach, and share your knowledge and skills. You are important. You will define the future of our world, and we have every faith in you as you pursue your dreams. So many congratulations. Thank you.
Provost, I beg leave to present those who've received awards within the Faculty of Natural Sciences. The names will be announced by Professor...
Diploma of the Imperial College, Master of Science, Center for Environmental Policy. Zahra Elizabeth Yasmin Ahmed. Sebastian Akbik. Shabana Shamim Akhtar. Nof Faiz Al-Elwit. Lucy Allington. Stephanie Nicole Anjogracio. Olivia Frances Caroline Bailey. Benjamin Charles Alexandri Biernet. Victoria Binder. Ellie Sophie Burkill. Lola Bushnell. Amanda Campbell. Rebecca Caroline Chapman. Thea Cheung. Linus Chu. Sam Chung. Julia Costa Domingo, Charlotte DeFrey, Eliza Dennis, Aaron Dunn, Zulfikar Fatoni, Lucy Fellingham, Liam Fitzpatrick, Lydia Garces Marqueo, Michael Ramon Gagaro, Kelly Jane Gibson, James Gigg, Ragnhild Grongstad, Eliana Harrigan, Theodore Heaton Davis, Samuel Hirons, Alexandra Holder, Environmental Resources Management Prize, Bronwyn Hunter, Ridwan Muhammad Ibrahim, Olivia McHugh, Maria Medina Boavida Ramalho de Fonseca. Oh dear, sorry. Yes. Okay, Sarah Jakura. Okay, we've got them in line again. Thank you, everyone. Janet Nakande Kasule. Michaela Kuyalis. Jessica Ledger. Ava Lanewether. Payal Puja Mujahadar. Grace Elizabeth Martin. Lorena Maria Massimino. Okay, and now Olivia McHugh. And Maria Medina Boavida Ramalho de Fonseca. Rachel Elizabeth Montero. David Morales Rodriguez. Chloe Michaela Parkin. Shivani Patel. Jake Penrose. James Jonathan Christian Poston. The Nigel Bell Prize, Scarlett Quinn Savory. Alexandra Elizabeth Ranft. Izzy Reed. Ross McCook Memorial Law Prize, Harvey Robinson. Sophie Rumin. Marilyn Saliver. Billy Louise Clemency Schlick. Androniki Strudaka. The ACOM Prize, Alistair Shepherd Walwyn. Another ACOM Prize, Heather Smith. Naomi Yi Ching Tan. Adnams Prize, Micah Nicole Tiersma. Anya Trivedi. Masoma, Nigel Bell Prize, Lin Du Vu. Elaine Wong. Ella Kate Wooden. Yunhan Xia. Naomi Young. Hui Shuyen Zhang. Wenlen Zhang. Yasmin Gloria Zufetti. And now the diploma of the Imperial College, Doctor of Philosophy, Center for Environmental Policy. So first, the Student Award for Outstanding Achievement, Miriam Rose Axel. Aleoma Alozie. Andrea Calderon Irazoque, Habiba Ahut Dagash, Manuela de Moraes Sinar, Mary Megan Quinlan, and that now concludes the graduates from the Center for Environmental Policy. Please join me in a round of applause for the graduating class.
We now turn to the presentation of the honorary graduates. Our third honorary today is awarded posthumously to Professor Dame Georgina Mace. The degree for Dr. Mace will be accepted by her husband, Mr. Rod Evans. We're honored today to recognize the achievements and enormous contributions of Professor Dame Georgina Mace. Her impact on the discipline of ecology, the college, and her colleagues is fondly remembered by members of the Imperial community following her sad death in 2020. Professor Mace joined Imperial as a professor of conservation science and director of the Natural Environment Research Council Center for Population Biology in 2006, following her time at the Zoological Society London as director of science. After 6 years with the college, she went on to become the president of the British Ecological Society and director of the Centre for Biodiversity and Environment Research at University College London. During her impressive career, she became a trailblazer in her field. She's credited as having virtually invented the modern science of conservation and its expansion into ecosystems and to policy. One major achievement is her important work with the International Union for the Conservation of Nature in shaping the Red List of Threatened Species, which is the leading classification worldwide. This influenced the United Nations to commit to substantially reducing rates of biodiversity loss around the globe. And she was made a Dame in 2016 for her services to science. While Professor Mace is credited with an outstanding range of scientific projects, global committees, and leadership roles, she's also remembered for her consistently good spirit, tireless mentoring, and generous leadership. Her influence will be felt by many for decades to come. In 2020, the Georgina Mace Center for the Living Planet was launched in her honor at Imperial. I therefore invite you, Chair, under the powers granted to you by the Council, to posthumously award Professor Dame Georgina Mace an honorary degree of Doctor of Science in recognition of her contribution to the field of conservation and global biodiversity protection.
Okay, these final remarks from me are going to be quite brief because I guess most of you are keen to get on and get out and celebrate having graduated, so I'll keep it short. But what I would ask you to think about doing is, you've received a tremendous education here at Imperial. Whatever you have done, whichever science you've studied, you've actually acquired knowledge and skills that will enable you to help tackle some of the major problems that the world faces. And don't set your sights too low, particularly when you're young. I would encourage you to try to address large challenges. And you've got the skills, and I'm sure you've got the energy to do so. Now, we've come through major challenges while you've been at Imperial. COVID, not vanquished, but managed. Brexit, where we're still in the foothills, and we now have to deal with the impact on the world of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, world stability disturbed, global economies destabilized, and the human cost, deaths, injuries, over 2 million refugees and mounting. The outlook for world peace looks very different from just a few weeks ago. So let's think for a moment about students in the Ukraine and the challenges they're currently facing, either as refugees or besieged residents or as soldiers. Not many of them, I think, will be studying. And of course, we have the great challenge ahead of climate change and getting the world to net zero. And I think Imperial has some awesome credentials in that space. So whatever your discipline, you can and should try to make a difference wherever in the world you're going to be. And don't feel you're leaving Imperial. As you go forth to do whatever you'll choose to do in the future, you'll still be part of the Imperial family, and we'll be keen to hear of your progress and achievements.